What's up, everybody? I wanted to discuss um, yesterday's conversation on AT2's panel. You know what I'm saying? I got to the point where I just couldn't take it anymore. You know, they were discussing the real life street stars interview, and shouts out to real life street stars for giving me the opportunity to speak my piece. I've been on several other panels, and I pretty much got roasted for, speaking my mind and telling everybody about the truth of the matter of what happened. And I got people saying, hey, you're panel hopping and this, that, the other. When, only thing I was doing was defending myself, and then it got to the point where people got tired of seeing me on different panels, you know, um, but I'm being discussed, right? So it's okay that I'm being discussed, but I'm not allowed to speak up for myself and what people are discussing about me. That is just out of the question, right? So I'm just supposed to just sit back and just let people say whatever, whether it be true or not. And hey, me trying to speak up for me, hey, this is not what's right, this is not what's true. That is unacceptable, right? And it got to the point where I said, okay, well, I'm just not gonna go on no panel. Maybe I just stop going on panels. I'll stop. I won't even I won't even discuss it. And when I went on other people's, I began to go on with other people like Tales from the Crypt. I went on her thing, and we were doing good. We were actually developing an audience, working together. You know, not having to talk about Jaguar at some point. I showed my music, I showed my production work. And the audience was there for my birthday. It was a beautiful thing that was being like kind of developed and I believe started, between us. And just because I said to her, hey, I don't want to put my picture with Jaguar. I don't want to have my image up there and just keep having this like Jaguar and then me. Because my thing, I was just like, let's see if we get the same amount of people without having Jaguar picture and name and stuff on there. And then that turned into me trying to control other people's platforms and me trying to control them and this, that, the other. Uh, I spoke to Denat and I tried to tell him, hey, you should change your content up. But I think that he's put out so much bullshit and so much, his whole platform has been just based on a bunch of negativity. That when he tried to do something positive, people didn't want, they weren't as interested. It's almost like you put yourself in a pigeonhole when you kind of do that kind of content. When you try to bring something else to the table, people are like, I don't want to see that. I want to see the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, your audience begins to like kind of get used to that, and then you try to switch it up. They're like, "Oh, what is this?" And it probably will take a minute for people to switch up and to change up and to let people go. But he wasn't able to do that. He started to get depressed and I was like, trying to. I was actually working with him, and I said, hey, I would like to do a discussion about your acting career, and because I had did the research on it, but I'm like, okay, well, I don't know what part that he wants to talk about or whatever. So I said, could you just give me 10 questions? Because out of respect, I don't know what part he is cool with discussion. And unlike him, he who likes to try to ambush people and ask questions you know, might be, too controversial and put people on the spot. I'm not the type of person. I'm not a reporter. I'm just a person. Hey, I just like, well, let me just cover your what happened to you, And so he took that, and because he was getting cool with Jaguar, he decided, oh, okay, well, I need to denounce Genesis. So he gets on live and is like, he begins to start arguing and he's always got like just acting like he's just overwhelmed with everything. I don't know what he's going through in life, but he always got some, Genesis, like, dude, I don't know whether the nigga's on, what he's on, but he's always, he's always high strung, whenever you call his ass. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I think it's bipolar. I think he got some mental illness too. That it's a lot of people in this sector that's really dealing with covert mental illness. Like they are slick mental ill patients. You know what I'm saying? And we keep pretending like these niggas don't need medication, and we following them, and they straight up need medication. Like some of the things that they're saying sound like the rantings of schizophrenia or bipolar disorder or something like delusions. You know what I'm saying? And everybody pretending like these people do not sound crazy. And I'm like, either the people that are watching this are crazy, or like, or they just watching it and just like thinking to themselves, "Wow, man, that's kind of sounds like." I mean, sometimes you hear, like I heard Tales from the Crypt say this whole thing. Everybody's plotting it all together. This whole thing is a plot. Everybody that got together, they're having meetings, and they're all. I'm like, dude, you sound like a complete schizophrenic. To think that everybody has all this plotted out for what? Now the only person that might be plotting is our dear friend Jaguar Wright. Jaguarlin, Suze, whatever, Wright. That's the only one that thinks that this whole thing, that the world revolves around her and that she's manipulating everything, and everything is just a bunch of bullshit, manipulation tactics and stuff like that. She's the only one that comes into somebody's house with an agenda. You know what I'm saying? Around their family with this whole agenda, you know? And to me, I'm like, dude, this shit's crazy. You know what I'm saying? To really think that this YouTube crap is this important to like even come into someone's household and bring this type of nonsense to them. You know what I'm saying? We was already dealing with King World and the whole backlash of the carbonation stuff. You know, when Jaguar was brought into the fold, we were already dealing with King World, and King World was already threatening us and all type of stuff. You know, that's why I was asking, hey, you think King World's gonna get a hold of of this video with Jaguar? You think he gonna get a hold of this and he's gonna start, you know, coming after us because of the you know, he gonna see he had already, you know, he was already, you know what I'm saying, you know, following and figuring out where people are and this, that, the other, you know, that was already a thing, you know. So I was just like, I did not want my house to end up on King World, you know, and lo and behold, she goes online and she puts my house on blast. You know what I'm saying? She's singing to them, and next thing you know, it's on King World, and everybody knows. And then she's, you know, they get to looking at the grates in my house, and you need to clean the grates in your house. They start trying to roast my house, and this, that, the other. You know. I mean, and I'll give it to Jack. She might not have known that you know we had people kind of watching us at the time. You know, and that we were trying to keep a low profile. You know, we're trying to like, you know, we were there for a certain mission, and that mission did not involve social media. You know what I'm saying? However, she brought social media into the fold and into the household. You know what I'm saying? She brought the whole like attention to, you know, us. Otherwise, we would have just quietly did our thing and nobody would have known the better. You know what I'm saying? We would have quietly did it. You know what I'm saying? It was not our intention to have everybody knowing my address and all this other crazy stuff. And so I don't really get so back to Tales from the Crypt. No, everything is not a fucking ploy and a goddamn uh, a plan, and we're not all sitting around in a room in a boardroom together, like orchestrating this whole thing online and making up these stories. And hey, you go to the police station and you act a fool and get arrested. Okay, Genesis, you get on the no, ain't nobody. That's if that girl get some Zyprexa, with your crazy ass. These people need medication. That they all the social they don't need YouTube. They need medication. You know, Because these people really think that everybody's just plotting this whole thing out. It's like, no, these people. I'm dealing with a person over here. I had no idea had the level of mental illness that they are dealing with. And I'm sorry. Yes, she does. Jaguar, right? Yes, you do have mental illness. It is not PTSD. You know, PTSD might be sprinkled. It might be a little sprinkle of PTSD on there, but it's all mental illness. It's mental illness. I can't quite figure out if it's bipolar or it's a major. I know it's probably major depression with psychotic episodes and whatever. It's something going on. It's not just no goddamn. It's not just PTSD. PTSD might be one of them, but no, it's not just PTSD. I'm sorry. Sorry to break it to you. Um, I think that she's in denial of her mental illness, because a person that that actually is sane, probably would say, okay, you know what, I know I have some depression, this, that, the other, and I would get myself treated. I would take whatever medication that it would take to even me out. Because I take depression medication because I've been through a lot of stuff. I take citalopram sometimes, and if I find myself going into, because I will go into a depression, and mine hits me where I don't want to get up and all type of other stuff. I don't want to get up out of bed. I get almost like paralyzed. I might just sit in the bed for a whole day. You know what I'm saying? I just get to that point where I don't even want to just do anything. And so, I understand depression, but I think that her depression is mixed in with a little bit of psychosis and like some other things. And I felt bad, I felt bad sitting up here. I look, me being a person that, is trying to do something for my family and actually like doing things and not just online with a bunch of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I feel embarrassed that I actually sat there and I argued with this person. Just arguing with her is similar to going up to a homeless person at the shelter and start an argument. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're arguing with an insane person. Because to me, I don't understand how anybody, you have to be insane, because how would you make fun of somebody that's got a house, got two houses, and then you ain't got a shit, a pot to piss in, window to throw it out of in a hotel somewhere, and you gonna talk about me being homeless as a child? Well, honey, I overcame childhood homelessness. I overcame my situation. So I don't know what this woman's talking about. I overcame that. That's actually that's actually a testimony. Thank you for bringing up my testimony and showing how great like God is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she was homeless, living in vans and this, that. How was it living in the van, honey? How is it living in a hotel, honey? How is it to fall so far from grace? You still trying to eat crawfish and eat lobster and crabs and stuff, like you still delusional, like you in luxury and you living in a damn a motel. I know there's as a matter of fact, if you want to save money, I know a hotel right off 35 that you can stay there and pay weekly to monthly. You know what I'm saying? They probably can't take a month worth, because otherwise they can't, them lose their hotel license, but they might be able to take up to 2 weeks. One thing I do know how to do is survive, though. I've been homeless and I survived without anybody giving me anything. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have donations from people and donations from the internet to try to get me through. I'm a survivor, honey. So you can talk all the shit that you want about me, but I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor of domestic abuse. I'm a survivor of homelessness. I'm a survivor of a bunch of different shit. And to me, it seems like you are succumbing to your situation. You're delusional, Jaguar. You are delusional. In your mind, you're still there. You're still up there, and honey, you're not. You need to like fucking humble yourself. You're so busy spewing out a bunch of bullshit. Girl, humble yourself. if someone had gotten me out of jail, whether they put their witness name or whatever on it, I would not be online talking a bunch of bullshit about them and their family and trying to threaten CPS on them and then say, girl, what are you talking about like that? Then you want to call me Peter Griffith and butt naked and I'm fat and this, that, the other. Honey, come up with something new, original, first of all. You take everybody else's stuff and then you adopt it as your own, like you came up with it, honey. Okay, Sean Davey came up with free Peter Griffin. Try something else. Ain't Sean Davey your enemy right now? And you up there using his little quips and little comedy routine, whatever. Come up with your own name. How about leave my name out your mouth? That's the only reason why I even got up on the panel to say nothing. I'm like, dude, bitch, leave my name out your mouth. Yeah, I did the interview with Real Life Street Stars. I answered the questions that they asked me, and that's it. I have no desire to keep talking about your crazy behind. To me, like I'm like, dude, it's almost like talking about like I said, a vagrant. And honestly, you can like sign some vagrancy papers, on your case, and you won't owe anything. That you're a vagrant and you're, whatever, and then you totally would probably get what's it called, that thingamajig. They might they'll give that to you because you definitely are homeless, you are vagrant, and you don't have anywhere to go other than because you done pissed off everybody. Every place that you go, you cannot even stay there long enough. You know what I'm saying? For people to even, after a while, people you don't even know how to behave in someone's house. You've been in my house hollering, hooting at 7 o'clock in the morning. So I know that you're over at other people's house acting like a fool. I know you are. And they want you out their house. They get tired of that. And you don't have the respect for nobody's house. You don't have no respect for anybody. You think everything revolves around you. This is my algorithm. No, it's not. It's YouTube's. YouTube did the programming. It's the YouTube website. Until you get Philadelphia or whatever the hell back up and running, you don't know nothing. Why don't you focus on getting a real apartment and getting a place to stay, and your own place, so you can hoot holler, talk crazy all you want. I just to me, I think it's like I said, the denial, delusion. It is her delusions is making her make bad decisions. Her decision making is off. She should have stayed on the medication. You know, she should limit access to the internet talking about this social media stuff. Focus on your music. You came out in the studio. What happened to that? Why are you online? You know what I'm saying? Talking shit, getting on panels, talking a bunch of bullshit, fake having arguments with your girlfriend, TJ. Why are you getting on? People say I panel jumped, but I was defending myself. She's panel jumping to argue with her girlfriend. And these people are so desperate for content that they just sit there and just let her argue. And let them just, and this thing could go on for hours. I'm like, dude, so you guys are just staging an argument for hours? And now I think that as far as like them arguments are staged because Jaguar Wright stages shit. And you might be oblivious to the staging of things. You know what I'm saying? Because she's been in my house, and I'm sure that they had a plan. Okay, we're gonna go over here. We're gonna record Philadelphia. We're gonna sing songs on the thing, and then we're gonna talk shit about King World. We're gonna holler and scream into the thing, and then because I've seen it that they come into the house, do all that, and then all right, everybody, okay, that's it, all right, and cut scene. And I'm like, what? What is going on? How do I drop? Okay, yeah, let me drop the link. I don't know. Let me see how to drop the link on this. I'm on my phone, so I gotta see how to do this. How do I drop the link? I don't know how to drop the link on the phone. Hold on, let me see. Okay. Okay, I think I figured it out, but now I gotta figure out how to send the link. Okay. Y'all, listen, I am new to all this stuff. Comments. Okay. I'm learning, y'all. There we go. Okay. All right. Listen, I'm so like I'm old. Look, I did the old thing. I'm sure you did some. Look, but anyways, like I was saying, all right, I think there goes a link. How do you do? Okay. Well, I'm not sure. Hopefully, it'll pop up if you try to join, or I don't know exactly where how. It's, okay, let's see. Guest. Oh, invite guests. Okay. Oh, okay. I learned something new. I went all the way out the thing and everything trying to do. Okay, never mind. But anyways, yeah. So yeah, I'm just like, dude. Uh, okay.
Let me see.
Hey, what's up?
Hi, DJ Genesis. I'm just a fan of yours. I wanted just to tell you congratulations on everything you're doing. Don't get caught up in all this mess. You are really a someone to look up to, someone to revere. Congratulations on your property and all the stuff you're doing and the growth you're doing. Continue to teach us how you're doing those things. Continue to show us your light. Um, Continue to show us all the beautiful things that you've overcome. Continue just to show us your beauty and stuff like that. Um, it's very rare that you find black women like you that are entrepreneurs that are doing what they say they're gonna do. You said 6 months ago when all the stuff was going on that you was gonna get another property, and you said you were gonna do all these things, and to watch you keep on persevering and doing those things and winning, um, it's just something to admire, something to strive for. Keep being that leader that you are. I just want to come and see some encouragement. Don't worry about that lady. She wish she could be 2% of what you are. And I really mean that when I say that. You've overcome so much and you're winning, sister. So I just want to say congratulations.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that because sometimes I think because I be reading the comments on other people's panel that it's like, dude, it's like people focus so much on my weight, right? Because that's the only thing that they can really out of everything else, like, right, your weight. Okay, all right, but my weight, you know, that's all they can say. Oh, you're fat, you're fat, you're fat, you're fat. But
Well,
are you?
God made you and He made all of us different sizes or whatever. Everybody's not meant to be skinny or whatever. So you should focus on that unless it's something that you want to focus on. Because
Oh, trust me,
obviously,
I'm focused on it.
if it's something that
I'm
you are
focused on
focused
it, but
on,
I'm focused on it because I know that my health is at stake. I know that I need to lose weight, and I'm working on it. And I went through a depression after I lost my child, and I went through some things. I went through, and sometimes your body does that to protect you. It keeps on the weight. It makes it hard to let go of, right? And that's what people don't understand is like I'm not this weight because I used to be thin. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of those people with that like just are 600-pound life eating pizza, whole pizzas, 12 at a time, 12 slices.
I don't
You know what
think
I'm saying?
that, but I know that whenever
No,
you really
I
want to
couldn't
do
even take
something,
Ozempic because I already don't eat enough as it is. If I take Ozempic or if I get gastric bypass, I'm already malnutrition from not eating. My problem is I don't eat and I'm not hungry. You know what I'm saying? And I don't get hungry. And my damn metabolism is at zero. You know what I'm saying? They're like, my thyroid is barely working, you know? So I don't even get hungry until like maybe once a day. And then it's like, I think my stomach done shrunk to the point where I can only eat a little bit. So I've like fucked up something's just fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. So my body's holding on to everything I eat, it's not letting it go. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, you're starving to death and you ain't got no vitamins. Some people, a lot of overweight people are are malnutrition. My thing is that's what's happening to me. It's a health issue. You know what I'm saying? It's not there's some level of neglect because I was drinking alcohol like beer and stuff like that. I love beer. And
yeah,
that kind of
I like it. I
fucked up.
like beer too. I like beer too.
Dude, I love it. It's like, dude, I even tried to like the regular, like the non-alcoholic beer, and like that, I was like, dude, I like the actual taste of the beer and the whole like carbon of it. It's like a whole. So that's my thing. That's my little fucked up thing that I do is I drink beer.
Whatever
You
you,
know,
whatever you want to overcome, it's obvious if you overcome so much. Whatever you want to overcome, when you choose to do so, it will happen for you. I see that within you. I see that about you. So don't stress that either too much. Whatever you want to overcome, whatever you put your mind to, it seems like you get it done. So whatever it is you want to do, you'll do it whenever you get ready. So
and
don't
you know
just
what?
focus
You
on
know what?
whatever.
Yeah, you're right. You know what I do when, but that's the military because I used to when I was in high school, I used to not complete stuff. But when I joined the military, that taught me how to complete things. You know what I'm saying? To keep pushing through and push harder and keep pushing, pushing, pushing. And so, yeah, sometimes it seems like I'm very pushy and very like, okay, go, 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 go. You know what I'm saying? So with normal people, they'll be like, dang, you're really pushy. You're kind of overbearing. It's
I
like,
just
dude,
watch.
I'm used to
I
going,
just
go.
been watching done. I've been watching you for 6 months now, or since ever all this stuff started, or since whenever you got Miss Gold with you. Ever since then, I've been watching you, and I've just watched you overcome, and everything you said you was gonna do. I have been watching you. I said, this lady really didn't got her another house. This lady is really everything she's saying. She gets it done.
And going to get another
So
house. And going to get another house. In one
I
year,
believe.
I will have another house. I'm going to have several houses.
I believe.
And I speak that into the existence. My fairy phone, oh yeah, my fairy phone Shango, my fairy phone, the Orishas. You know what I'm saying? Listen, you know, to me, I'm like, dude, I don't really get the whole thing. This whole like YouTube, everybody's on YouTube. I'm like, dude, y'all need to be buying property. Y'all, what are y'all investing in? I don't really understand because I'm like, dude, the moment YouTube get tired of you or whatever, you're through. You are through. YouTube will say, you're not monetized no more. We don't, whatever, or they can just cut you off. You should see. I've seen people with just 3,000 followers, and they just get depressed, honey. They will just be depressed when they get their followers and they built up their audience, and YouTube says it's time. That's it. Time's up, honey. You seen Fresh and Fit? This dude was crying. He had
Yes,
on his hoochie shorts
yes,
on. He had his
yes. And
hoochie
that's
daddy shorts
another
on.
thing. That's another thing too. You're used to fame and used to being a part of, the industry and stuff. And I also see that you're used to it, so none of this really. You're not really looking for the fame or anything. I can just tell that you do it now for enjoyment because you've been a part of real hip hop, who your I don't know if he was your husband, but who your baby daddy is from Village and all that stuff. And just being one of the rare female DJs out here, period. You're one of the originals of hip hop, period. So I know you're just used to. I
What's
don't
up,
think much
Southern Soul?
impress you or whatever, impress you in that way. And I just really love you don't give up, and I love you take all the shit to keep on pushing. And when they do try to hit, put you down or whatever, you smack them in the face with with an upgrade, and that's what I love about you.
That's
You
why I call
always
myself alchemizing energy. You know what I'm saying? I take all that negative energy and I'm like, okay, that's motivation. That you thank you for motivating me today. That's my daily motivation to get up in the morning. I got up this morning after that whole thing. I took all that negative energy that Jaguar did. I got up at 5 o'clock this morning. I went outside and grounded myself. And I have not grounded myself in a long time. I never really, you know, I have been kind of inside and kind of isolated and cooped up in the house. It was hot as hell out in Dallas. And for the first time, I sat outside and I put my feet in the grass. I put my feet in the grass. And
I will say this. If it's anything to the word truth, you're a part of it. You the truth, you always pull up and come through. So I just wanted you to know that you have someone that's a fan, someone that's supporting you and supporting all the positive things you do, and just don't get too caught up in a mix, as I would say, because it's not really, uh, it's not for you. You're a winner, so keep on winning. So keep on
thank you
winning.
so much. Thank you so much, Nina. I appreciate you.
All right. Nothing but love on my end, and whenever I come to Dallas or if I ever do come to Detroit or whatever, because my family stays out of Detroit, I'll try to hit you up. But I just wanted to send you some encouragement, tell you congratulations, and just don't get caught up in that mess, girl. Just keep on winning like you've been doing. You are a winner, and some people can't shine bright like you shine, even though they might think they such a big star and all that stuff. People are not shining like how you shine. Keep on shining bright like a diamond and being the queen you are, being the beautiful woman you are, and take care of their baby, your daughter. Keep doing what you're doing. You're a great woman. You have a
Thank
lot
you.
of you have a lot of education to teach people if they just open their ears up and listen and pay attention.
I got so much more to offer. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I got so much I could tell y'all. You know what I'm saying? I got so much things I could teach y'all on how to do some shit, really make some stuff. And to me, I think everybody focus on the wrong thing. Like, dude, instead of them focusing on me doing the interview with real life street stars, I ain't you the first person to say, you know what, you could teach people on how to get a house.
Yeah.
Second house,
Well,
dude, my score, dude, I don't have a good credit. My score is not even at a 600.
wow.
My score was a 540. By the time I got this house, I was like, shit, am I still gonna be able to get the house? My score went down too. On top of it, I'm trying to keep it together. Honey, I did not have a good score. I did
See
not
how
have a good
smart
credit
you
score when I bought
are.
this house, but I was determined, and I found a lender that handled bad credit scores. There's all kind of programs out here to help you get houses. And I think that, and
See,
I'm like, dude, people like her, she's so focused on, renting. I'm like, dude, you should try to own a house. Then they won't
you
worry about like you having,
stay
because I'm as
around.
much as you probably got evicted and everything like that and get kicked out of spots or whatever. If you own the house, nobody can kick you out unless you
Right.
foreclose on it or don't pay your rent. That's the reason why I focused on owning the house, because I said I don't ever want to be. I've been homeless before. I don't ever want to be in a position where a landlord, if I'm like a month late, could just kick me out the house and my kids and family are homeless and stuck out. If you gotta foreclose on my ass, and before you foreclose on me, I'm gonna do all kind of loan modifications and everything. By the time you have to finally kick me out of this house, I'm gonna be in this bitch for 5 more years before you kick me out this bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yes,
That's why I
ma'am.
said I'm gonna
Walking
focus
in
on
your house.
buying a house. I am not gonna be renting out no house where people just kick you out, and then you in a motel in a hotel where if you one day late, they not getting. So it's almost like your living situation, your security, right? Your security, okay, is like this. All right, either you can own a home or okay, they it's hard to kick you out. You know what I'm saying? So your steps you're this far away from homelessness, right? If you are like in a house apartment, right? You're about a month away. There's like a month grace period, maybe 3 months of being able to be kicked out, right? If you stay in
Right.
a hotel, that goes down to about a week or a day, right?
But
Depending on how
that,
you
yeah.
play. So yeah, so the more you get kicked out of spot, okay, so you go from the regular apartments to okay, here's the second chance apartments, and that's even worse because you signed something to probably say they could just kick you out, they whatever next day, whatever. And the same, oh, they got okay, you got about a month, okay, you go to court, whatever. You're closer and closer to be that little thing between be having a place to stay and a shelter over your head and not having it is like thinner and thinner. The more you, when you get in the hotels, next thing you know, you at a shelter, and they can kick you out in a second's notice, right? Next step is a tent. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Walking like you talk, yes, ma'am. You walking like you talk to them, and walking like you
Thank you,
talk to
sunshine.
today.
So,
Don't
am
let
I so?
nobody take it.
Ashe, and and I'm glad that you helped me to do that because I was feeling like kind of down about that like that thing yesterday because I'm not for me to sit up there and stoop to that level where I'm arguing back with her and I'm calling her names just like she's calling me names. Come on, we 46 years old. What we look like? What do I look like with my
Yeah,
blood pressure up?
but you know it's all right. It's every now and then to be real. You had a show. You from Detroit.
I had to get that.
It's,
I'm not doing. You think you
it's
got
cold
only
in
thing
the
to talk
day.
about me, huh?
It's cold. It's cold in the day. You had a show
Right.
was real. You see? I can't believe it's so
Dude, I
cold in
am
the
not no
day.
fun, but y'all just think. Listen, I'm just being nice. I'm just being kind. Trust me. I will get with you. You know what I'm saying?
I
You
saw
can,
that
listen,
yesterday.
only thing
It's
that's
all right
messed
every
up
now
is
and
that
then.
I'll be mad because my phone, her phone is strong. Her mic on her phone is strong, man. I'll be like, man, I wish I could talk over this bit. I wish I could just be, because people couldn't really hear what I was saying because my damn phone breaks. She know how to yell and make your phone break up or so. I don't know whether she got a microphone or man.
Well, that's also them lungs from singing and stuff.
Right.
That's her blessing.
No, and I think it's also her tone with the she be talking in her. I don't know, but she be able to push over your tone so you can't even hear what you. Only person I've heard that was able to her resonance is able to talk over Jaguar is trees. When trees
Yeah,
get the
trees
holler,
will tear her ass up.
trees
Yeah,
trees
she can
trees
mess
get
you up.
out to. I think it's my voice is high pitch and Jags is like probably lower. And so when I try to say something, it's just that lower register is hitting. You know what I'm saying? But Tree's got a deeper voice, so she's able to overtalk. Because I trust me. Listen. I said a lot in that yesterday. I said a lot of things, but I don't know if anybody can hear it or not. You know what I'm saying? You might have to
Yeah,
to
I
to
heard
stay
you.
in
You was
the.
going off. I said, oh, Miss Genesis is cussing and everything. I said, Lord, I might say. I heard you. I see Miss Genesis going hard on him. I
But
see
I
him.
don't like to keep doing that. I don't like to keep the ain't nobody trying to have their blood pressure up and cortisol levels all high. I'm trying to lose weight. I can't lose
Mhm.
with high cortisol levels. You know what I'm saying? That's the fight or flight. You know what I'm saying? That makes you. You know what I'm saying? What the hell? I'm trying to lose weight. I'm not trying to gain it. You raising my damn cortisol.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You raising my cortisol level about nothing.
Yeah, about zero, about a whole bunch of lies. That's why I said,
Then
let
she
me
trying to
tell
call
her
everybody
something.
else a liar. Honey, she's a liar. Man, you can. I mean,
Yeah,
all she do is lie. Everything is a lie that comes out of her mouth. Even her
everything.
arguments that she's faking that with her girlfriend are a lie. The whole thing is it's a fucking lie. Her
Yeah,
relationship, any
we
relationship she
all
has
about
with
figuring
anybody
that
is a
out.
lie because she can stab anybody in the back at any moment. She do not give a fuck. Jack
No,
don't
you
give no
will.
fucks. That is true.
If
She
she
do not
goes
give
on,
no fucks about nobody around her, anybody.
I was like, is somebody gonna finally give her a TV show so she can quit doing all this? Because I feel like I'm watching TV every day.
And that's crazy
I
because
feel
you know
like
what?
I'm watching TV every
there's a
day.
time when you cut TV off. You know what I'm saying? And TV don't seem to be cutting off. It's just she,
uh,
TV is not cutting off in her life. But TV, the TV show, even when you are acting in a TV show, they say cut. Even when with reality TV show, they don't just sit there and keep recording and recording all 24 hours a day. At one point, they said, look, the camera crew going to go home. Y'all could go ahead with y'all regular lives. We're going to come back on Monday. But this is just a continuous, in her mind, TV set. And it's like, dude, give it a break. Give
non-stop.
it a rest. Give it a rest. Give
Well,
the TV show, the Jaguar Wright show. You know what I'm saying? Give it a break.
yeah. Even soap operas off on the weekends. Ain't
Even soap operas they give you a break. Hell, even the commercials come in between. Okay, soap opera commercial in the break. Give a commercial break off the, just okay. Get your mind right. Think about something else for a second. Okay, the soap opera come back on. It don't just keep going the whole day, all day long, and then all into the weekend for a month. And you know what I'm saying? Come on now, people need a break.
no breaks
They
on
sit
that
there
shit.
and argue on somebody's panel for like hours. I'm like, dude, really? You guys are sitting up there. Voice was gone. Her voice was
I'm
gone the
just like,
next day. I'm like, girl, really?
scroll him, and I'm just like, wow, this nice this lady's being to you and all this stuff. You sit up there want to do all this. I was just like, she don't care about nobody but herself.
Man, if she would have just was able to if she actually would have had some respect, because she didn't have no respect when she encountered me for whatever reason, she just probably off the rip felt, I don't know. I don't know when she made it upon her mind. Oh yeah, carbonation is there. We're fixing to go, and we're gonna capitalize off of this, right? So it was like, bitch, you're in the way. She pretty much thought I was in the way. I think, bitch, get out, go somewhere. I'm dealing with these carbonation. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna call this
I
Carbon
was a,
Island.
thought you
I'm
was
gonna
a
focus on
pushover.
that, and we're gonna really blow this whole thing up. And that's what really, what I believe that's what she thought was gonna happen.
Thought you was a pushover. She underestimated you. And like, that's why I had to come up here today. I said, let me tell this lady, don't nobody tell her, that you a role model, something to strive for, the things you have achieved in this little small time, and that I've been watching you and stuff and getting to know you as you let us, the parts you do let us see of your life on YouTube. And all seen is constant growth, and development. It's constant. And it's not just little small things, it's things that, like you said, you get properties. You got something you can leave your child. Your child is gonna be straight in life.
Exactly.
And
Properties, businesses, all type of stuff. I got businesses, I got properties, I got investments. Like, dude, I'm not just sitting over here on YouTube arguing with people. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I was getting on
yeah,
emails. I was like, dude, I'm a professional. I can't be having people talking this shit on YouTube. I need to get up here and say something and speak up for myself before somebody from my job gets a hold of this and don't and believes this bullshit that people are saying about me.
think you crazy. Yeah, make you lose out on something.
I'm a career. I'm a professional. I'm a career. I am not just a person working at Taco Bell or Amazon or whatever. I got a whole career out here. You know, I can't
That's
just sit
very
there and lay down
obvious.
and let people just say whatever the hell they want to say. No, let's clear all this bullshit up. Nope, no, 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 no. Because
Yeah,
all it
that's
takes is
so
somebody to be, just be moseying around online. Next thing you know, Jenna, isn't this you, Monica?
all it takes is one mouth, right? And you be blackballed and be out. That's
Honey,
all
I'm
that
not
who
trying
you
to have
know.
that call. I'm not trying to have nobody call me up like, ma'am, so your social media is affecting we're gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to do that, So
But don't want to be affiliated with you because of that. Because a lot of things, like I said, when you were first introduced to me, through YouTube, I was just like, oh, she's fooling with Jay. They all of them is just full of BS, just because of the affiliation. So,
and
but
that's
you
that's
just
pretty much
do.
what I'm learning. I'm learning that when you align yourself with people and they have like bad whatever things out there, and then they if they affect you know what I'm saying? And like I said, I was never expecting to ever be in online on nothing. I'm a behind the scenes person. I'm like the person that pulls the strings. You know what I'm saying? I am not the person with the face in the front. I'm always the person in the background that throws the event, not the person on stage. You know what I'm saying? That's
Okay,
why I chose to
goodness.
be a DJ because I never wanted to be on the stage tap dancing in front of nobody. You know what I'm saying? To me, I feel like that's the lowest person getting paid is the one that's on the stage. The one that got
Right?
paid the most is the one that promoted the event. You don't see them. You know what I'm saying?
The promoters do get all the money. They do cash out at the end of the night. You right?
Think about that. You don't even know who the promoter is. They might have their name on there, but and people might know it, but the audience don't know who it is through that concert or whatever. That's the person I want to be. I'm not trying to be. I ain't got to be on the stage. I don't want
Right?
nobody walking up to me and knowing how much money I got. You know what I'm saying?
Right?
If
Right?
you really big out here, you're not trying to be like with your face all over, because then you become a
Right?
target. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you right. Right?
I let the people like that, like Jaguar, have the fame. The ones that's hungry for it, and then look at you. Look at you and then look at me. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, don't no. I don't need the fame. I don't need everybody to be fanatical about like this, that, the other. Like, oh, because I don't want nobody. And then that's why I became a DJ, and even when I wasn't really like trying to be, I was in Detroit. A lot of those DJs, you know what I'm saying? They don't even show their face. Some of those DJs, you know what I'm saying? Without the people that I was part of, Underground Resistance, they actually DJ'd with a mask on.
Really? Because I was tripping out when you said you used to be a comedian too. I was like, wow, she's a all around like entertainer. I was like, man, but you
I
are
used to,
funny
yeah, I
though.
used to. When I was in my 20s, I actually did comedy. I actually was on Comic View and everything. You know what I'm saying? But it's just that,
Yeah.
I got booed one time, and that shit was terrible. That shit was, oh my god. When people be like boo, they be really meaning boo and be mad. And I'm like, oh shit, that's too much to too much. I was scared walking out that club. Everybody was mad and booing, and I was opening up for Monique at the time, and everybody was like, "Boo!" Oh my god! And then Monique, she made fun of me when she got on stage. Oh, it was embarrassing.
Really?
That was the end of my comedy career.
How many years did you do it? Did you do it for several years?
I had a
How
good
long did you do it?
run. I had a good 2 year run where I never got booed. But that one time getting booed have made me say, you know what? Now I did do a couple more shows like later on in life, like when I moved to Dallas. But I'm like, I just don't have the energy to start from scratch, because comedy is a rough like road to go. You know what I'm saying? Like to try to become anything at comedy, I think it's probably one of the hardest climbs ever. That's why a lot of comedians are on drugs and stuff, especially because it's like, first of all, being a comedian is like basically being cynical about everything. You have to like pretty much try to find the most worst situation to make people laugh about it. And your job is like to take people that are kind of like having a bad day to take these situations and make it funny, right? So you got to do it. So yeah, it just takes a certain type of a mentality or to be a comedian, right? To be a like sarcastic
Yeah,
asshole about all this the shit that's going on, to just completely be sarcastic and like be like, be able to point out what's funny about all this stuff.
yeah. I was just like, I can't believe she used to be a comedian too. I was just like, just so you know, you have people that really are interested in you and really, I don't know. I just knew
I
today
think
I need to call in.
I had a thing on back in my old things that had some stuff about like a stand up routine. I think it was in my old videos on this page. I think it's on there. What about routines? I'm not sure if it's still on there. I think I might have took it down because I think I was looking. I thought I was looking too chunky on it. But
Girl,
yeah,
quit thinking about that. Quit worrying about that, Jennifer. Quit thinking
no,
about
no,
that.
no. That was just me. But that's me. I'm really not worried because I know I'm doing something about it. I'm not worried about that shit. When that's why
Yeah,
when Sean Davey calls me, I'll be laughing right along with him. Like, okay, yeah, much love, Sean. You know you love me. I'll be like, man, get out of here. You can't. To
yeah, 'cause
me,
he's a
you
comedian. I
doing
don't
the
think
Mean
he means
Girls.
no harm. He's a comedian too. He's a comedian as well. I
I'm
don't think he.
not sitting up here mad about that. That would be stupid. You know what I'm saying? Now
I
I think
don't.
I think
I
he's
don't
doing
think
it for
he means
content.
that towards you. I think he just knows that for content and to be funny because he seems like a he really cares about a person. He seems sweet, but he's funny. So I just think I don't think he means that
Yeah,
towards you. Not
but to me as a comedian, you got to switch your routine up a little bit every once in a while. Just come on now. Peter Griffin, he done pounded that joke into the ground, honey. Come on with something new. You know what I'm saying? And the pig thing and all that. Come on now, all right, okay. Come up with a new thing. Your routine is starting to be people starting to know your. That's you see. Remember when I got booed? The reason why I got booed is everybody knew my routine. When I got out there, I was doing the same routine every fucking day, and I would always and it was in Baltimore. And people was like, they already knew the end of my jokes, so that's why I got booed because I done did that same routine. Boo, Sean, boo. Boo! Do a new routine, goddamn. Find something else. You know what I'm saying? Then come up with something new. That got the same act, be doing the same 10-minute routine a year, 3 years later, ain't upgraded that shit. You know what I'm saying? Go get you a new notebook and put new jokes into it. You want me to write for you? I'll write some jokes. I can write you some jokes if you want me to. I'll go ahead and I'll help you with your comedy routine. You know what I'm saying?
Do you like your new
I
house,
can
Miss
write jokes.
Jennifer?
Huh?
Do you like your new house? Are you enjoying it?
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. I even have a little fruit tree in the backyard, a Japanese something. I don't know what it got these little fruits on the back of it. I don't know if you can eat them yet or not. Before I eat them and poison myself. I'm not trying to be like Snow White up in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? But I wanna have a garden. Listen, I done sat in this hot ass truck. Hot. I was trying to use it like a sauna on some like sauna shit. I had like, dude, I was like, oh, it's hot in this truck. You know what? I just like sweat it out like a sweat lodge or something. Yeah.
What you gonna
Shoot.
do today?
I'm gonna show my house off to some new tenants.
Okay.
My other house that
Oh,
she broadcasted the address to.
oh, the one you said the address to.
Hey man.
That's a hater too. That was
I
a hater like hell.
that has a AK-47. Anybody come up to their house and just blow their ass away.
I believe that, but that's still just evil. You man, you ain't got nowhere to stay. Why you give her other people address? What
Right,
you
well,
need to be
she
doing
should
is
be
finding
asking me
you.
if she could get a room up in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I need a room. Can you
Yeah,
help me
you need
out?
to be
Genesis? I need
find
that
that.
house over
You need
there
to
at
be trying to
36 and
find
7.
her address. You need to be getting her address instead of
And then she
giving
said
her other
she
people.
and them are trying to butter her up so that she performs. Bitch, don't need nobody. Oh, y'all did that song together. That's something he doing. You ain't gonna be on shit of mine. Trust me. Unless you got snuck up on the stage or some shit like that, and then man, no, they better not. I'm gonna make sure there's security at both ends of the stage. Anybody, I'm gonna show you, get them their picture. Be like, if this girl try to get on stage, hell, absolutely not. I don't. I think that
Well,
she
I'm
thinks
gonna
I'm
run in this.
up here for her friendship. Like, bitch, I don't need you.
You
First of all,
don't know.
I'm a loner. First of all, I'm a loner. I actually prefer being like by myself. I really prefer like chilling and not being around nobody because I'm just I like
It's
even when I
stressful.
go to
It's
clubs,
stress. stress free, ain't it? It's stress free when you by
Yeah,
yourself.
and like even like when I go to club, I'm like a very awkward person. Like when I'm out, even that's why I wanted to be a DJ and not a person like like it's in a DJ. If you notice, is removed from everybody. The DJ is up somewhere on high DJing down or on the stage or wherever. We're not like in the crowd or like too close to the. It's like there's a whole DJ thing in front of us. Like you really could just focus on DJing and not even focus on anybody who's dancing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's really like a antisocial thing. So
Do you still do shows and stuff?
I have not DJed in a long ass time because but I actually Mike Banks was my mentor and he was like, man, all these people DJing, tap dancing, they need to put out some records. You know what I'm saying? And so I began to focus more on being a producer than a DJ. Because I'm like, so I stopped really DJing. I started putting out music, producing stuff, and started my own record label. That's where I just changed my focus over from that because it's like, well, everybody just tap dancing or whatever. They not, they ain't making no music. You become a really
So
good
you
DJ.
mostly like
You tour as a
mostly
DJ, and
executive
you're not
producer.
making music. You're not promote. You're not doing anything that's gonna last. Because a DJ gig, you might make about 10,000 as a big, DJ, but after that 10,000's gone, what you got? But if I put a record out, what I'm saying, I got residual income for the rest of my life.
So you mostly executive produce, not like produce like make the beats and stuff. You do more of executive producer.
Now I'm a more of an executive producer, but back then I went from DJing to producing to owning the label to throwing it, to now I'm like an executive producer.
Okay, that's
Like
cool. That's
I work
cool.
with other people that's doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not trying to be no 40-year-old trying to be, all old as hell. Like the Temptation, the Temptation still got to get on stage and hear it through the grapevine.
Yeah, they
You know,
still do
trying to
though.
do the old moves and turn around. They be in the wheelchair. They got to roll them out on the stage. I'm not trying to do that. To the life. They gotta be damn near on dialysis, getting on stage. Well, hell, we ain't got no money this month, so I guess we gotta do a performance.
Oh,
Heard it
you
through
need
the
to leave Otis
grapevine.
alone. Leave Otis alone. leave poor Otis alone, girl.
They be rolling it out on stage. He be having his wheelchair just turn the move. He just do the moves with his hands. Come on
I think Otis the only one left. I think. I
now.
don't
Right.
even know if
And look,
Otis is
all that
alive.
and that's how expendable the performer is. They just change that person up to get like a new younger person to like the Temptation's been recycled about 50 different times.
Yeah, they should have. You sure ain't
New
told no lie.
new cast of members. I remember when what's it called, Drew Hill. They have some extra new members that then that came
They
in and
sure did have one or two,
they
didn't
just
they?
recycle people.
When the big one left.
Okay, we're gonna just cycle you out. Like I'm not trying to. No, you gotta move on after a while. You gotta change. You know what I'm saying? Jay Z, he still rap, but now he became a businessman. He not gonna just stay right, just rapping until he turns 70 years old and hearing it through the grapevine.
Uh,
He
right.
gonna
He's
roll Jay Z
he
out
a
on the stage.
businessman. He's a businessman. He's a businessman.
The
He just
logical progression of the entertainment industry. You do not stay the entertainer. Eventually, you become into the executive position and begin to own your own thing, but you don't
that's what
continue
L.A.
to
Reid.
be the performer.
That's
You know
what
what I'm
L.A.
saying?
Reid did. Ain't that what L.A. Reid did? A
You
lot of
yeah.
people don't know he was
Wasn't
in
he in
the deal.
Switch or what group was he in? Was it Switch? What group was he in?
The deal with Babyface. The
He was
deal.
in the deal, right? So you become you do it. You start off as an artist when you're younger, and then you move into some kind of a role in the industry, but just like not you don't have to be. But you're not gonna. And they might come back as the deal and do a concert here and there and even go on tour. But he's L.A. Reid, like he's gonna be, it's way more lucrative than being the deal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah,
deal,
a lot of people don't
L.A.
even know he
Reid,
was with the deal.
exactly. I bet you to the deal probably makes money, but L.A. Reid probably makes a hell of a lot more money. That's what people don't
You
understand.
know he do. You know he do. He found the
Jaguar
TLC and
Wright was
all
that
them.
kid. She would be able to find artists and then be able to. But I mean, she probably done destroyed all her connections in the music industry. You know, that's why she's all like, "Oh, I just want to just be a content creator." This shit is not what's up to me. I'm like, dude, what? I don't look at it. I'm monetized. I mean, I'm like that. I don't really see. Oh, that's not making money to me. If that shit ain't
It
hitting on,
just seems like it takes too. It just seems like it takes too much of your time.
it takes
For
too much
me,
of your time and energy, and when you finally do it, it's all consuming. And I'm like, dude, all day you just got to be thinking about the content, you know.
yeah. So that's
So
why
it's
I did.
almost like
At
you
first,
become a
I was
slave
gonna
to
try
it.
to
You
do
become
it.
a slave to the content, a slave to the getting. Anything that happens in your life, you feel like you got to whip out your phone to capture it so you can get the content. That shit's crazy. Hell, I caught myself, man. You know, oh shit, that happened. I wish I had that on, and I had to check myself. Like, what the fuck am I talking about? Stop it. So, you know, I'm not trying to. Man, there's like this concert that they have where there's just like this video of like a robot trying to bust through. It's like this AI looking robot, and it's all these people in the audience. And when you look at the audience, all you see are phones. The people have taken the people the concert creators have the concert people have taken the time to create this elaborate LED realistic looking rendition of a robot busting through like you know this the screen, and these people are looking at it through the phone through a fucking iPhone lens instead of it looking at it in real life, which is probably amazing. Everybody has their phone. Like I swear, the whole audience, like there had to be like 10,000 people there, just with their
Well,
phones up in the air, and that's
I don't
that.
really. I'm scared of that AI stuff. Crazy to me.
Oh, okay. The African feeling. I think it's on iTunes, but it might be also. It's on SoundCloud. If you type, it's called African feeling.
Genesis, Genesis, hold on right quick. I'm gonna run in the store and get you something to drink. I'll be right back. Okay.
Okay, okay. Yeah, you know what? I gotta find out how to make that song available because that song, I have put out an album on a thing called Submerge, and it's crazy because I put like my song on one of my videos, and I had to delete the song, even though I'm the person with the song. Yeah, you know what? Wakes up every day, nothing but YouTube on her mind, nothing else. Exactly. Is it? Can I? Oh, okay. You know, I'm still trying to learn how to use this and how to put it on, put the messages and stuff up. That's crazy. Now, my daughter, she likes to broadcast. You know, she likes to, she's like a ham. So in the morning, she said, "Well, could we go live?" You know, but really, me, I'm like, dude, I look crazy. I'm not trying to be live. You see me when I do my little live in the morning, the little thing with my kids or whatever. I don't even have the camera on me because I do not need to be live about everything. You know, I like there's real life things going on that's way more interesting than live. And if you just sitting up there recording everything through the phone, you ain't really experiencing nothing. It's just crazy. Jag is a Betty Davis and whatever happened to Baby Jane. I need to see that movie. I have not seen that movie. Yeah, I want to hear your song about Africa. It was so good. How do I find it? You know, I'm actually gonna start working on some music, just for fun, not for anything but fun, and put it out. I'm not really caring about. I might even release it for free. I'm not even gonna charge. You know what I'm saying? Just have a free album, put it out. That's what I think I'm gonna work on. Music is free anyway. You know, I'm thinking about putting out some like a album with like some tones or like binaural beats, like so people could like listen to them and it heals them. Some like work with some like sound meditation, like kind of use music like that. Because
Hey, Genesis.
hey, 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 Yeah,
Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you.
I don't know if she can hear me or not.
I can hear you. I can hear you. You can't hear me.
Hold on.
Can everybody hear me? Man, it's hot up in this garage, man. But ooh, it's hot up in here. I gotta go out back into my house. I think I'm gonna take me a shot. Take me a nice bath.
Hear me now?
I've been hearing you. Can you hear me?
Look.
You can't hear me. She might be. She might
What?
be. To me, I'm like, okay, look, look all you want. You know what I'm saying? She only got 12 people. That's all I need. I don't need a whole bunch of people. I'm not over here like trying to get clout. You know, I just want to speak my mind because I feel like I'm tired of just the whole narrative. People just get to say whatever the hell they want to say. You know, and get on and say, just talking a bunch of bullshit. She calling me a liar. You know what I'm saying? Genesis is a liar. That's all she does is lie. Project much. Project much. All you do is lie, ma'am. You are basically everything that you say about everybody else is really about yourself. It's crazy. But that's what I was talking about. You know, the denial, delusions, decisions. People are in denial. They are delusional, and it's making them make some just stupid decisions. You know, and I don't understand how anybody that's in any predicament that she's in could sit up here and just keep going, spewing hatred. She just dying on the mountain. You just want to die on that mountain, huh? She gonna go down. You know what I'm saying? What it was a actual was it like on Living Color, like the person that just kept going? When keeping it real goes wrong. I keeps it real. What was that on? When keeping that was Dave Chappelle, wasn't it? When keeping it real goes, she keeps it real, and this shit is just going wrong, 100%. When y'all get a chance, go watch When Keeping It Real Goes Wrong. That is Jaguar right. When keeping it real goes wrong on every level. Honey, get off YouTube and find you an apartment, first of all. Your attention is in the wrong place. You're dang on you're focused on the wrong thing. Unless YouTube is really getting you, hey, what's up, Scorpio? I mean, it might, you might, your fans might give you like to donate some money to you, but don't you think it probably would be more lucrative if you put together a show? Like instead of you focus on YouTube, like why not put together something that's going to generate some money? Why not be focused on that instead of the drama, putting out a bunch of bullshit? If that's what gets you views, I get it, but I just feel like I've seen people that's not focused on drama and focused on helping people. They get a hell of a lot more views than this little twos and views that y'all are getting. You know, the 3,000 views and the 1,000 views. 100 people watching, 1,000 people after 2 days. You know what I'm saying? I've seen Trini's Henderson in his chat with 60,000 people watching. I've seen people like what's that dude's name? I am so what's he's a gamer. I see him. They like I want to make 1,000,000, 100,000 right now. I want 100,000 people to subscribe. And this dude, I forget what I was watching. What was it? And they was just trying to get 100,000 people to subscribe that day in like 10 minutes. And people are down here, you know, just scrounging. Right, wouldn't give her a penny. Yeah, and the thing is that okay, you're right, exactly this. The YouTube notoriety. You want to become a second homeowner? Let me see. Uh, you know what? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a live discussing home ownership. I'm gonna do that next. You know, I think I'm gonna do that next. That's my next live. And that's what I'm saying is that you know what, I'm gonna not just talk the talk. I'm gonna walk the walk. I'm gonna show how I'm gonna change my platform to talk about stuff like this, like owning homes, credit, all that stuff. I'm gonna focus on those things that's gonna help my audience, people that's watching me, and we're gonna change it. I'm not gonna keep on talking about this crazy ass, this lunatic. This is gonna be my last video where I address this bitch. You know what I'm saying? So, but after this, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna focus on talking about, like, home ownership, credit repair, things like that. Healthy eating, working out, getting your mind back straight after depression. I want to talk about those types of things. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna begin to talk about that type of stuff. You know, and I'm gonna show that if you talk about positive shit, then you're gonna be able to influence a hell of a lot more people, because people are, it's only a certain type of person that's fat themselves and sit on a panel while a person roast a fat person and eat it up. You know what I'm saying? Because that person is really self-loathing. For you to be able to sit there and you know that you about 500 pounds, and you in the comments laughing at another person get fat shamed. You know what I'm saying? Because I know half of the Sean Davies, his little people on his like things. If they're not fat, they on Section 8. It's just a bunch of just that audience. It's questionable, because I'm like, they've been bullied, and they want to bully somebody else because they probably live their life just in in a pathetic space. So I hope my audience is ready for a journey of trying to, let's move forward. Let's rise to the top. I want to be able to see the people in my thing say, you know what? Well, I took their advice, and it worked for me. You know what I'm saying? That's my next live is gonna be that. I just gotta figure out why do I keep answering the phone for Sean? Well, Sean have called me 4 times in a row at one point. One day he called me 4. So it's not like, so I'm gonna say, okay, what's up, Sean? You know what I'm saying? And I finally talked to him, and then it's just like, he's on Mean Girl. He didn't watch the movie Mean Girls, and he's taking on one of those personalities. Probably the white blonde one, because he dates the white men, so that's probably like the person that when he's in bed with he has to go into that character, so that he uses that character when he gets online to, hair flip and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So he probably lives in an all white town, and so therefore that's his ideal of of a bad bitch, a white woman that flips her hair. So that's his little alter ego, his little hair flip, and whoever that, whatever Diana, whoever that character is, Mean Girl, whoever Mean Girl is. We gonna have to name that person Diana. I'm gonna call Sean's female alter ego Diana, the Mean Girl Diana, that the hair flip, and who's a bad bitch. I'm a bad bitch. I'm a bad bitch. Hair flip. That's Diana. So Diana, what I'm saying, likes to call people 4 and 5 times when just for kicks and shits and giggles, so he can put it on his like page and have his audience laughing or whatever of other miserable people that's in the comments talking shit and, oh gosh, he's so funny. I'm eating a Twinkie as we speak. I know he's talking mess about me, and so that's why I answer the phone, because I'm like, okay, rule. I'm not sure what rule it is in the 48 laws of power, is that act as a friend, work as a spy. So I'm like, okay, I'll answer the phone because I want to know what you're doing with this. I'm nosy. So everything. I'm like, okay, I'm just tactical with all. Okay. Whatever, Sean. That shit don't fucking phase me if you call me fat. I know I'm fat. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about that shit. I'm still fucking you over on every level in your life. On every other level. You still need someone to take care of you. You know what I'm saying? You rely on a partner income to help you get to where you what you gotta go. You know what I'm saying? You gotta like live off other people. I've done this without no help from anybody online, YouTube, donations, none of that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got a cash app or nothing from nobody. I've done what I've done, and I'm a single mother. I got something to teach you. Maybe you should listen to me instead of like downing me about my weight. You know what I'm saying? Now, hey, you can probably give me some pointers on whatever weight loss. But nothing that I probably don't already know about. But you need to be focused on your life and actually do what's probably the best for your kids. I mean, do you even own the home that you're in? Is your name on the deed? If something were to happen to this man, would you and your kids be out because his family swoops in and starts to gobble up everything? Does he have kids? Because it sound, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I mean, is all your shit in order before you come at me? Exactly. No more attention. Yes, give that entity, that whole thing, no more attention. Uh-oh. Poogie Bear's awake. Yes, Poogie Bear.
Hello. Hello. Remember that?
You woke up from sleep. That was a long nap, honey.
Yes, I know. I was
Well, part of the reason why I was in here talking mess is because you know what I noticed is that when I be arguing with people, this one right here gets all bent out of shape. She does not like it. Anybody talking bad about her mommy, right? She gets mad.
I don't like when people talk about my mom. I get them out. I bring them into this world. I take them out of this world.
Okay, she brought him in, and she'll take him out. She brought them. I don't know where she got that. I've never said that to her. Who told you that word? You even saw something on YouTube with that. I ain't never said that. I don't know where she got that. But my mom told me that when I was young. Yes, yes, win. Win. All we do is win, win, win. No matter what, we're gonna win. Okay. My next live, I'm gonna figure out the subject is going to be about home ownership, and I swear to goodness, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm gonna talk about how I'm gonna empower my audience. If I'm gonna have an audience on here, it's gonna be about empowerment. It's not gonna be about a bunch of bullshit. Okay. So I'm not gonna address this after this no more. I'm done. Unless some crazy shit happens that I gotta say something about. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. All right, y'all. Poogie Bear's awake, so I gotta change it up a little bit. I gotta get on something. Right, I'm gonna invite her to the panel. I forgot to grab my dang on shoes. I'm gonna invite her to the home ownership panel so she could make it out of the hour. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do a show about my religion too. I've been waiting on the Babalao to tell me that he was available to do it. One thing about Babalaos is that they are busy. Babalaos are very, very busy. They are like a pastor times 12, like with how busy they are. It's hard to get them to have time to sit down and do an interview because they're constantly getting called by people in need. And it's really a service. You're really doing a lot of work for people and helping them to stay on track in their life. A lot of God children, you know? So shouts out to anybody that decides to become a Babalawo. Because that's one heck of a life to dedicate yourself to helping people and always dealing with everybody's problems and stuff like that. Well, it's about an hour and 18 minutes. I didn't really expect to go over this long. I was really going to do an hour. I didn't roast her enough today or the other day. You know what? I like when when I'm back and forth with her, I can't go. I'm not gonna raise my blood pressure. I'm not fixing to raise my blood pressure. But we yeah, we about to have a good weekend. Look at my hair. That's looking crazy. But we're about to focus on our weekend. I think I've said enough.
How are we gonna have a good week?
Because we're just gonna have a good weekend.
But how?
We'll figure. I don't know what we're gonna do. We're gonna do something. We're gonna get up out this
I
house.
got something planned.
Oh, okay. Well, see y'all later.
Bye bye. See you later.
All right, you
I'll
guys.
miss you. But if you're not,
Like and subscribe. Make sure y'all like this video.
Yeah.
I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Oh, Lord.
Oh, you see, Mama, get it. Don't get it.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Y'all watch out. Watch out. All right. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.